Bible study never ends. The new quarter just started, and we are studying on the theme, the 1st and 2nd Corinthians. And today we study the first lesson of the quarter captioned, Paul's Ministry in Corinth. And from that lesson, I want to ask you a question, a special one. What do you do for a living, and what is your real business? William Carey's real business was taking the gospel to all the world in his generation, while what he does for a living was cobbling. He cobbled shoes. Paul, on the other hand, what he did for a living was being a tent maker. He made tents to sell, whereas his real business was preaching the gospel, planting churches, converting souls to God, and all that. So I ask you, what do you do for a living, and what is your real business? From today's lesson, I pointed out some things I want to read out now. I would also want you to drop yours in the comment section. Let me see the things you learned from the lesson. Number one is know your God-given calling and identity. Your identity should be rooted in Christ, not in your career, achievements, or other people's opinions. Once people see you, your identity should be rooted in Christ. Number two, stay faithful even when facing opposition. Paul faced opposition in Corinth that he nearly ran away before God told him, "Fear not, I have many people in this city. Relax, I will help you." And at the end of the day, he had bountiful harvest. Sunday lesson, the last paragraph. Let me read out something from there. Jesus is not only the center of Paul's apostleship, he is the center of Paul's life. Paul's thoughts and feelings were filled with the presence of Jesus. Evidence of this fact is that he refers to Jesus repeatedly in the opening and in the Thanksgiving section of 1 Corinthians 9 times in 9 verses. Paul loves Jesus so much that he couldn't stop thinking and talking about him. He wanted to share Jesus with those under his care so that their lives would be Christ-centered too. While he was called to be an apostle, they were called to be faithful followers of Jesus in whatever capacity to which the Lord called them. I also remember when the churches were having issues and they wrote Paul, what Paul told every one of them was, because some were saying they are for Apollos, some were for Paul, some were for different apostles. And Paul asked them, who died for you? Did Paul die for you? You get? So everything we do in our life as Christians, every message we preach, the way we live our lives, should all center around Christ. That is one of the important things I picked out from this lesson. It is very important we center everything around Christ. Whether you are a pastor, whether you are an architect, doctor, or anything,